Hey there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault once again. Today I'm reviewing the IZ2 jacket and gloves that I bought recently. Now these are pics sent to me by one of my subscribers. I'm including the pics with his permission to give you an idea as to how gruesome it can be once you crash. As you can read from his testimony here, he was doing just speeds of around 60 to 70 kilometers per hour on his RTR 200 when a street dog came in between suddenly. He hit the brakes in order to avoid hitting it, and he says the bike was dragged on the tarmac for nearly 30 feet. Imagine the same thing happening with the guy doing greater speeds of around 100 kilometers per hour. I'm pretty damn sure the result would have been catastrophic or even disastrous. Now, crashes or accidents don't happen at a set date or time, and they don't give you ample time to prepare. The word accident itself means suddenly and without warning. Life is not a game where we can hit the restart button after we crash and start all over again. There are no retakes in life. As a result, it is all the more necessary for you and me to wear good quality riding gear that will not only make you look cool, but when the situation demands or situation arises, it would also offer adequate protection and padding to the entire body, hence saving us from any kind of impact that can happen at any time. Hi there and welcome to my IZ2 jacket and gloves review. The bike featured in this video is the Mahindra Mojo. I shot this riding gear review when I had the bike with me for the Independence Day ride video. Now, I personally was looking for a good quality jacket for a long time. I had some prerequisites set in my mind because I wanted the jacket and gloves to be just the way I had imagined. Fortunately, because I keep making new friends almost every day, I came across Mr. Shamal, who runs a coffee shop in Jubilee Hills for bikers to hang out. It is called Vroom Moto Gear Accessories and Cafe. He also sells quality riding gear there to include helmets, jackets, racing suits, gloves, etc. I got to meet him through another common friend of ours named Vijay, and I instantly liked what I saw when he showed me this jacket as well as the gloves. Here is the contact number through which you can get in touch with him if you're interested in procuring IZ2 jackets or gloves or even empty helmets as well as Kranos helmets. Please note there is no commission involved here. I am doing this purely on goodwill basis. Now, before getting into the review, I would like to list out a few things you need to bear in mind while zeroing in on a particular jacket. First thing, of course, is that the jacket needs to look attractive because everyone loves to look cool, and boy does it look the part. This jacket looks absolutely stunning when you look at it in pics as well as when you look at it up front. It looks even more stunning, I can assure you that. Secondly, and most importantly, it needs to serve the purpose of offering adequate protection. Now, these are just tips that I'm giving you for you to have in mind while setting out to buy a good jacket. This particular jacket that I chose comes from a brand called IZ2. It is a Malaysian brand, but the quality standards maintained by this company is very impressive. The padding is rock solid in that it almost feels like the Batman suit. I'm sure even if we are dragged on the tarmac for several feet, the jacket would hold good in protecting the body. Now, coming to point number 3, not only does the front and back portion of the jacket needs to be well padded, but also other vulnerable areas like shoulders and elbows and forearms need to have enough padding and protection to take on the impact without leaving you with broken bones. This jacket offers great amount of protection all around with shoulder padding as well as elbow and forearm padding. Now, I'm not saying that even if you crash at 100 kilometers per hour speed, this jacket would ensure you get out scratchless, but I'm saying that this jacket would minimize the kind of adverse effect a crash would have on your body. I would never say this is the best jacket in the world. It's only that I stand convinced that this fits the bill for me, and because I consider all of you guys my best friends and well-wishers, I thought of sharing about this brand with you. Now, coming to point number 4. Another important point to note while buying a jacket is the ventilation system. With all the padding and stuff, if there isn't adequate ventilation, you would feel fatigued and suffocated easily. As you can see here, the ventilation pores are cleverly incorporated throughout the jacket to help you breathe easy. So that is another major plus that falls in favor of this jacket. Now, coming to point number 5, the hump that we see on the back is as much there for safety as much as it being there to enhance the overall aerodynamics of the suit. It is there to prevent whiplash and other neck injuries. If you were to land flat on your back without the hump, your helmet would actually push your head and neck out of line with your spine, causing whiplash or other neck or spinal injuries. The hump obviously serves to create a smooth flow of air, and it also allows your back and head to stay in alignment when contacting the ground. Finally, coming to point number 6, visibility is crucial because we usually go out on early morning rides when the conditions are foggy. Having good reflectors on the jacket enhances visibility not only in the early morning hours but also predominantly at night. This jacket has a flashy orange color plus good quality reflectors from 3M that ensure adequate visibility for those ahead of you as well as those behind you. Now, coming to the gloves, gloves are absolutely crucial in my opinion because when we crash, by reflex action we tend to land on our hands first. You might have seen in the pics I displayed earlier that the guy's palms got peeled off because he wasn't wearing gloves. Wearing good quality gloves that would ultimately protect your palms and wrists is essential always. Now, these are the points you need to look for when buying a good pair of gloves. Point number 1 is they need to be made of genuine leather. Secondly, they need to have adequate padding all around. Thirdly, the knuckles should get extra padding as well. Point number 4 is that the gloves should extend into your wrists. This is crucial because the likelihood of bikers developing carpal tunnel syndrome is more as per some research studies. Now, carpal tunnel syndrome is a medical condition which results in numbness and tingling in the hand and arm caused by a pinched nerve in the wrist. Carpal tunnel syndrome is prevalent in patients who have a repetitive motion, vibration, or pressure exerted on the wrist joint for an extended period of time. Since motorcyclists subject themselves to high levels of vibration from the road and use their wrists to control the motorcycle's brakes, gas intake, and gears via the handlebars, the likelihood of this happening to bikers is more. Keeping your wrist at a neutral position can help relieve symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. The extended portions of these gloves act as wrist braces which help stabilize and support your wrist to prevent discomfort. This reduces the risk of you developing carpal tunnel syndrome in the future. Well, that's about it for now. I have tried and shared all that I wanted to in order to make you guys safety conscious. You can call the number mentioned earlier in the video to know the prices of this jacket and gloves. They might appear to be slightly pricey, but I believe you can postpone your smartphone upgrade by 6 more months and instead buy yourself this jacket and gloves, because these will ensure that you'll stay alive to buy many more smartphones in the days to come. It's just a humble request as your well-wisher. The road accidents number is increasing at an alarming rate with up to 400 deaths occurring each day, and we can only bring that number down if each one of us starts acting and riding responsibly. Please do your part in sharing the safety message by sharing this video with as many people as possible. Together, let's make our roads safer for one another. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, I would request you hit the subscribe button now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.